Hi and welcome to another day of Swift coding. Today your challenge is to add a label to a view. You've probably done this, but we're just going to do it for everybody that hasn't. But if you know how to do it, quickly do it. So let's create a new Xcode project. Now we're going to use a single view app. I've got some other ones that I've created there that are got some code that I've added to. But just a default, let's call it label add. Really easy challenge, this one. But if you're not sure, it's okay. Create. So this is where you'll be creating your view, and this is where your code is kept. The UI is here, and this is all going to change too with Swift UI, which I've done a couple of demo videos before, but this is the old way to do it, and it's a good way to know as well. There we go, so there's our view. All you have to do is go to the library up the top here, just click on it, type in label, and drag it in. There we go. And then over here, you've got your attributes. You can change the size of the label just by increasing this. You can change the font. You can make it a custom font by going into here, pressing custom. You might like Helvetica. There we go. You might want it bold, things like that. And when you're adding things to the view, try to line it up with these little blue lines. They actually allow you to when you're aligning things, you'll be using this little triangle here. It's an auto layout solver, and what it does, it adds constraints so that your label looks the same in other landscapes and other devices as well. So if you want, you can add the missing constraints here. This is added, the bottom half adds it to all of the views in the controller, while the top one only adds to selected views. So I'll just do that one for now. And as you can see, it adds these constraints. So this one's going to align it from the edge there. I kind of don't want that one. Let's have a look. Now you can look at the constraints that have been added in this one here. And as you can see, it's aligned it to the center X. So we want it in the middle. And from the top to the safe area. That's all I want. You can add another one. Let's go Control and drag inside the label. You'll see that little blue area there. If you want to keep the width of that label, all you do is select width, and that will keep that the same width. But if you've got text that's changing in the label, you probably don't want that to happen. But if you want the text to always look the same and always appear the same on different devices, do that. I'm just going to leave that off and then just run your project. So you can press the play there or Command R. Oops, I've got it running on my phone at the moment. I'll just change it to, we want to change it to a device. So I'll just select the 5S. There we go. And run that. Now the first time you run it, it might take a little bit of time, but once you've got the simulator loaded and booted, it will take less time to rerun your builds. So that's why we use Playgrounds, because Playgrounds, you don't have to wait for this load time. As you see, it can take a little bit of time. Though, like I said, actually you're very lucky to have Xcode today. Back when it started, the simulator would crash and you think, oh, is my code wrong? And it was quite an interesting time to code. Sometimes you'd have to reboot Xcode and other things like that. But it's got a lot better, and there we go. So it's installed my app, and we should see the label at the top. There we go. Cool, so that's how to add a label to a view and also a little look at constraints. Thanks a lot, see you later.